All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Back with another day. I've built my food plan for the day already. I'm going to show you how I built it, and we're going to talk about actually a change I'm going to make on this, an adjustment. You know, some days when you're doing your plans, they don't go as planned, and you get towards the end of the day and you think, I gotta change something. This is not going to work out for me. This is one of those days. So we're actually going to talk about what happens in those situations and how to approach those. Do me a favor, if you find this video to be helpful, please hit like on it. Maybe even the subscribe button while you are already here. And also check out my website, cheapofitness.com. Link in the description down below. I just launched it just about 2 weeks ago. I am spending my time digging through Amazon looking for fitness deals, discounts, coupon codes, sales, basically anything to try to help you save a few bucks while you're trying to stay fit, cheapofitness.com. The app that I use to build these is called My Macros Plus. I'm going to put 2 links in the description down below, one to the iOS and one to the Android store. It costs like $3, but certainly worth it if it helps you stay consistent and hit your daily goals. So I'm going to go ahead and start my recorder here and show you what's happened up to this point. So I'm on my new numbers this week. If you watched the videos earlier in the week, you'll see that I switched my numbers from the bigger, leaner, stronger macro targets to the if it fits your macros targets. My calories are almost the exact same as far as my targets, but it gives the if it fits your macros gives me more fat to work with, and it actually restricts my protein just a little bit more. So slightly different methods that I'm using to build these now, and still kind of trying to get the hang of this. What I did today is I built my plan, and I built it just as I normally do, and I've run into a situation now where it's 4:30 and I'm realizing something. So let's actually talk about first the plan that I built, and then talk about what happens next. So my plan, every time that I build a plan, I got a 3-step system to building it, whether I'm doing it for one day or whether I'm doing it for multiple days at a time. The first step is I put in my daily staples. These are things for me that I can count on every single day to be the exact same thing. I don't have to think about it. And for me, those staples are my pre and my post-workout plans. You can see those here. Actually turn that a little bit. And the reason those are my staples is because it's always got some sort of whey protein in both of them, and probably some gummy bears on the post-workout. So I've got those there. By the way, IsoPure is my current protein of choice. It is an isolate powder, and for me, blending into the liquid is just as important as the taste. If I drink something and it is not blended well, or almost like where you can't even notice it, then I can't drink it. I hate protein powders that are frothy and bubbly, and I can't do it. I'd rather just throw it in the trash can. So IsoPure, link in the description down below if you're interested in checking that out on Amazon. So my second step is then I ask myself, is there any cravings that I am after? Do I want something? Am I depriving myself? In the past, I have not been able to maintain being on food plans because I feel like I'm depriving myself, right? I feel like I'm not living life, and then it's hard to stay motivated like that. You end up getting completely off your plan. So I have learned that for myself, squeezing in those cravings helps me actually stay consistent in the long run. I actually did have a craving today, and I put it in here, and my craving was peanut butter. I was actually looking for ways in the last previous days to fit it in, and I really couldn't. And today I just thought, I'm going to make sure to put it in now. So for breakfast, what I did here was 40 grams of peanut butter, 2 cups of milk, because I won't eat peanut butter without milk. It's just been a thing. I can't do it. And then a banana. But here's the problem, and here's where this gets a little bit, I was going to say nutty, and then I realized it's a peanut butter joke. And so what I realized is with that meal, that was a 581 calorie meal. And all I did was take a couple of spoonfuls of peanut butter and a couple of cups of milk and a banana. And it was like 600 calories on my meal. I mean, I ate it, but like that changes some things, because if you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that the way that you start your days will determine the way that you end your days. And I used a lot of calories here, so keep that in your back pocket. For lunch, I just had a couple of wraps. This was actually a Reuben wrap, which I haven't done for a while. So I take sliced deli corned beef, put some sauerkraut on it, wrap it. I'll put some cheese on it, wrap it up, etc. So I've done that with some protein chips. Pretty basic lunch. 476 calories for those 2 wraps, and the bone broth and the protein chips. It's less than that peanut butter. So man, that peanut butter is rough. And then for dinner, what I've got here is 2 Hawaiian rolls. I've been on a Hawaiian roll kick lately. And then some rice and tuna. I'm going to mix the rice and tuna. And then a couple of snacks. Some mixed nuts, which, by the way, this kind of leads to the peanut butter thing. If you've ever paid attention to the macro profile of like nuts, like I get that there's good fats in there, but for 40 grams, which was barely enough to cover the bottom of my bowl, was 21 grams of fat. Like, it's insane. It's almost not even worth it to fit it. I wanted them, so I put them in there, but got to be careful with those nuts. That I almost said it. That's what she said joke, but whatever. Colby cheese stick snack, and then some extra gummy bears here for snacks. So here's where I'm running into a problem. Is I've already done all my meals except for dinner. I still have the tuna, rice, and Hawaiian rolls thing left. And I still have my pre and my post workouts. I have not taken those yet. And now that it's almost it is actually 4:30 in the afternoon, what I've realized here is I don't have hardly any snacks left. I already ate my cheese. I ate the mixed nuts. I ate the gummy bears. I got no snacks. The only thing that I have left to eat for today is the dinner, which is the Hawaiian rolls, and then the rice and tuna, and my pre and my post workout. That's not a lot, and I typically get hungry again around 9 o'clock. So either I have to put off my dinner until 9 o'clock tonight. It's 5 hours away. I don't see that being a thing that I'm going to do. Or I go to my staples and I replace them. My staples are drinks, right? But those would sure go over a lot better today, at least, if I could actually eat those calories. So what we're going to do is we're going to eliminate the pre and the post workouts. They helped me get the plan started, right? They helped me follow my process, but we're going to call an audible here and pull them out. So I'm going to pull that one out, and I'm going to pull, why does that look like that? That's weird. I'm going to pull out that one there and this one here. Okay, why does that look like that? Why is it all funky? Snack, get out of there, snack. Oh, snack's fine. Okay, so what that did is it gave me some extra room to play with here. Now I'm up to still needing 500 calories to take in. Now my carbs are already maxed out. I mean, I'm already over on carbs, but you know what I can do here is look for another opportunity to change something. I still have my dinner left as well, and you can see that whole grain rice has 71 grams of carbs. Let's do this. Oh, I'm going to pull out those Hawaiian rolls. I'm going to do that instead because I want to eat the rice with the tuna. So that gave me a little bit of breathing room on my carbs. So again, calling up a little bit of an audible here, but now I need to add food that is higher in protein, and I want to be careful for my carbs as I'm going forward here. So higher in protein here, I'm thinking of something like a nice late night meal that's going to be 3 eggs. What does that do to my numbers? Knock them down a little bit. And then not just 3 eggs, let's do a half a cup of liquid egg whites on top of that. Just for liquid egg whites are great because they're all protein. That's all they are. No carbs, no fat. Just, oops, not 18. That would be 8. 16 ounces a cup. So 8 is going to be half of a cup. And we're going to keep knocking these numbers down. So now all of a sudden I'm in a much different position than I was before, right? Where I was very concerned that I wasn't going to have enough food. Now I've got my dinner, which is a big thing of rice and tuna, which would be fine for dinner. Now I have another late night snack, or later in the evening, which is 3 eggs, half of a cup of liquid egg whites. That's a good size breakfast type meal, and I still got a little bit more to go, all because I changed my pre and my post workout. Just because it's a staple doesn't mean it has to stay in there, right? I'd like it to. Some days don't work out like that. So I'm going to add in, I'm still thinking of something that's going to be protein heavy, and I can even do something like, I can still put a protein shake back in there because I've got the room for it. Like, let's see here. One of these. Let's do this for a dinner. Or no, that's going to be a snack. That looks good. Because it's got almost no carbs in it, almost no fat. And you can see here for a snack, it is going to be 25 grams of protein, only 2 carbs, no fat. So by pulling all of that out and reassessing what I needed to do next, it helped me kind of put together a better plan. Now I got 2 meals. I got a regular dinner, and then I got my breakfast dinner later in the evening, and I've still got 315 calories I can play with. So let's do something like this. Let's put in a frozen fruit bar. These are made by the Outshine. Let's put 2 of them on there. No, let's do 1. Put that as a snack, and let's see where that leaves me. And so you can see here my numbers now are looking much better, and I've fixed the problem of being short of food by just calling an audible. So it says I got 255 total calories remaining. That's underneath my target, and that's fine. I just want that number to be less than 300. And this ended up going from a plan that I was a little bit worried about because it wasn't coming together quite right as the day went on to being quite satisfied with the way that it turned out. And I can even add something else on here because I've got 255 calories. So if those eggs aren't enough later, or if dinner, I decide to put one of those Hawaiian rolls back in, it's going to put me over on carbs, but I'll still be okay on overall calories. So that's the way that today went. Some days are just weird. Some days don't go the way that they're supposed to go. And oh, I thought I wasn't recording. I almost got aggravated because I thought my recorder had stopped. That's just the way that this is. The app I'm using is called My Macros Plus. Links are going to be in the description down below to the iOS and the Android store. Check out cheapofitness.com. I'm finding deals for you, fitness deals on Amazon, so that you don't have to. Helps you save some bucks. And if this was helpful, please hit like on it, maybe even to subscribe. That's it. I do these videos every single day, and I'm much more happy with this particular situation. I was worried I was going to go to bed hungrier than normal. So all good. Thanks y'all so much for watching very much. We'll see you on tomorrow's video. Peace out. Don't forget to subscribe.